Emilia Reyes, and I'm speaking on behalf of Equidad en Género, the civil society FfD coordination mechanism, and the Women's Working Group on Financing for Development. The reality we see unfolding in front of our eyes differs substantially from what we hear in these UN holds. Global North countries, composed of just 16% of the population, are responsible for 92% excess of global emissions and 74% of the overshoot of material resource use in the world, almost half of it extracted in the Global South for Global North consumption and use. All this in the name of their own economic growth, which at this point sounds like an obscene goal when we are in the path towards an increase of global temperature of 3.2%. And yet we hear Global North countries in this forum insisting it is up to Global South governments and communities to promote their own recovery and face the impacts of the many environmental crises. To add insult to injury, the finance that is expected to flow from the North to the South comes with colonial conditionalities, increased debt, all while the fiscal space of developing countries is more and more entrenched. This has to stop, and the FfD community needs to shift the business as usual discourse towards solutions that are centered on justice and reparations, including a strong loss and damage fund. The Global North Green's New Deals keep on insisting on an exponential growth paradigm that implies exponential extraction, exponential oppression, and exponential inequalities. It is estimated that without provisions for growing the Global North's economies, by 2050, 9 planets will be needed in order to fulfill the energy needs and material resource use of Global North countries alone. All this while creating racial sacrifice zones around the world and depleting entire ecosystems in the Global South to provide the raw materials and material goods required to sustain the overconsumption in the North. The IATF reports warned us about an increase of 60% of investor-state dispute settlements in the past years, mostly oriented to developing countries trying to fulfill their climate commitments. This is why we need to see a strengthened dialogue on trade justice here in the FfD discussions. Profit keeps on being prioritized in this whole ways, despite all of us knowing that millionaires are on track to burn through 72% of the remaining carbon budget for 1.5 degrees. Global tax justice can deliver the public funding that is desired to finance a just, decolonial, and equitable transition, and therefore we look forward to an ambitious UN Global Tax Convention. All these scenarios call for a hard revision of the economic paradigm that is being promoted in these halls and in the multilateral system as a whole. We cannot continue to cater to the most powerful. FfD is the space where a fair and democratic financial architecture can be developed in order to make a difference and save life on Earth while promoting the well-being of the planet. We will not give up on our beautiful planet, and dear delegates, we remind you of your historical responsibility to make the right call. Thank you.